Today is June 6, 2026. I'm taking a walk again around the block in the beautiful city of Foster City. Today is a Saturday, and the moving company is going to come over and pack and load my stuff into a big truck and haul it 3,000 miles to a faraway place. So I don't know. I think I can walk around my neighborhood maybe 2 more times. I think you can tell that it's pretty windy today in Foster City, and this is not unusual. Foster City's weather is kind of peculiar. Oftentimes it gets very windy after 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, that's just the way it is. It's a bit annoying when you want to shoot a video, but most of the time it doesn't bother us at all. There's some glare. Maybe I'll just turn around. Yeah, it's much better. There is some glare if I walk towards the sun. Now if I turn around, everything is much better. The wind noise seems better too. Oh gosh, I should have done this earlier. I haven't recorded anything last week because, interestingly, last week I went to Boston and spent a week there working with my colleagues, the new colleagues. Oh, it was fun. It was fun. Relative to my previous employer in San Francisco, the company at Boston is much willing to invest in the line of business that I am working on. And interesting enough, there is a directive straight from the CEO of the company that we should improve the performance of the software that I am working on. That is nice. Yeah, I hope everything works well. The new company is located really close to the South Station of Boston. So I went there and I had a very good impression the first impression of Boston. Boston is much larger and cleaner than San Francisco. So I told my kids, so if Boston's weather doesn't suck, I would actually rank Boston ahead of San Francisco. But given the San Francisco Bay Area's weather is just unparalleled, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll still rank San Francisco a bit higher. You just cannot beat it. That there's the coldest day in the winter, like 45 degrees for a couple of days, and the hottest day in the summer is like 91, 92 for a couple of days, and for the rest of the year, it's almost like we're living a constant temperature. So, yeah, so San Francisco's weather cannot be denied. Cannot be denied for any human being, right? You're still a living creature, so you gotta care a little bit about the weather. Nevertheless, well, I guess I have to get used to Boston's weather, because I had been working almost the whole time the past week. I didn't have much time to enjoy the various parts of Boston. My workplace is near South Station, and the company booked a hotel for me in the Seaport neighborhood. So my daily experience with Boston is limited between those two places, right? South Station and hotel. And the only three streets I know well are the Summer Street, the Congress Street, and the Seaport Boulevard. So those are kind of three more or less parallel big streets with various small streets connecting them, right? And it's very interesting, the Summer Street, for some reason, is almost elevated. It seems like the Summer Street connected two locations that were hills. So the Summer Street is way taller than the other streets. It's kind of fun. So my first thing I did is that I figured out if I just walk along the Congress Street all the way to the riverbank, I don't have to climb the stairs, so I can just walk on flat ground to Summer Street. Otherwise, climbing the stairs is not fun at all. It's pretty tall. The other impression I have is Boston's economy seems to be booming. All those restaurants are full of people. Some live performance venues are also full of people. Like those lobster rolls are not cheap. Hey, the people just eat them like nothing. That's very interesting. Yeah, I tried one lobster roll. It's not as tasty as I thought. Yeah, I don't think I would give San Francisco's Dungeness crab sandwich a higher rank. Well, we'll see. I'll try more. I'll make my decision after I try 10 lobster rolls. We'll see. Now, very interestingly, in Boston, if you have a sandwich roll, if it's half lobster, half crab, it's going to be cheaper than a full lobster roll. That is interesting. I think if you do this in San Francisco, maybe a crab roll with all Dungeness crab, it's going to be more expensive than lobster roll. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. We can tell that the Seaport neighborhood is an up and coming neighborhood. Lots of buildings are very, very new. Lots of nice restaurants. Looks great. I think it's kind of like New York's Hudson Yard. Yeah, the same kind of feeling. The old industrial neighborhood turns into the upcoming posh neighborhood, I guess. Another impression is that people in Boston definitely work a little harder, or at least a little earlier than people in San Francisco. I think folks in San Francisco, if they reach the office around 9 a.m. in the morning, it was early. It's considered early, or pretty okay. But in Boston, I can see the streets are full of walkers around 8 a.m. in the morning. That is nuts. So yeah, that I can understand. Well, I used to work with colleagues in New York. While I was riding on the bus, they probably were thinking, hey, why is this guy going to show up? It's already 12 p.m. in the noon. We're going to have lunch. Oh, sorry guys. The wind almost instantly disappeared once I turned around. That is really cool. What else? Oh, the other thing is Boston, at least in the Seaport neighborhood, is very clean. And I think it's not like because people in Boston are naturally clean. It's because Boston's weather is not very friendly. So the first 2 days, especially the first day when I went to Boston, it was really windy and cold. And there wasn't a single homeless wherever I went. So every place is pretty cold and windy. So therefore, I walk around and never see any homeless. I think this is great. However, when I went to the South Station, I feel it's very warm. It's nice. I was just when I became happier because I went to a warm place. I started to see a few homeless walking around or sitting around in South Station. So you see, it's not really like people. There are less homeless in Boston. It's just the weather is not very friendly to homeless people there. Yeah. So if you think there are too many homeless in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, take it easy, okay? Most likely, just the weather is good. Homeless people, they understand the difference very well, better than we do. What else? Not much. It feels weird to leave a place that you call home for the past 18 years. and suddenly some other people will move into my house and become the new owners, and all of a sudden it has nothing to do with me. Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling, I can tell you that. I don't know. Do I want to come back years later and buy something just like my current home back? I don't know. We'll see. I think the most likely scenario is that if my kids find jobs here and they cannot afford it, then maybe I'll step in, I'll buy a house and share with them so that they can have a place to stay to advance their careers. Otherwise, it seems to me that North Carolina or South Carolina, maybe even Georgia, a better place to retire. The weather is just so much easier on people, and there's less risk related to hurricanes, right? If you don't live just nearby the coast, should be fine. As long as you are not unlucky to get hit by a hurricane that went sideways, like in Asheville. Okay, so much for today. Boston, here I am coming.